What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my Grand Tactician 1861, 1864 DLC Whiskey and Lemons first impression. That's a mouthful, right? Hopefully, how you guys doing? Hopefully, doing good. If you hear some noise in the background, that's my son. So DLC, I'm a bit late. Just had so much stuff going on. I can't even begin to tell you. Uh, so I'm starting to get back into the streaming and video release schedule. So expect more videos from me regarding that. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I know like 80% of you don't watch the video, like it, but don't forget to subscribe, please. If you can subscribe, it grows the channel, pushes me to make more content. So I just wanted to kind of go over this because I did see the game was released. It did have a 43% user review rating. Um, at $25. The DLC is $25. Now, normally when I see something like that, I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on, right? But one thing I've noticed on Steam, this goes for pretty much every company, and ever there's a DLC, right? Even if it's good, it's stable and such, people are going to give it negative reviews. I don't know why. Um, it's strange. I've noticed this for the last few years for multiple publishers, multiple developers. Like I play Stellaris a lot, and Stellaris has tons of DLCs, and some of them really great. But even the great ones are like they get like average ratings and such. So it's strange. Um, I don't know why people expect a lot of DLCs, expect a lot of out of DLCs, or have such negative connotations toward it. I mean, I grew up in a time when we had it was never called a DLC during my time. It was called expansion packs, and they got great reviews. Like you go and you checked out, I think there was like a Star Trek Voyager Elite Force expansion pack. It got great reviews. Like expansion packs were to build upon the game, give the developers more funding to continue development for the original game, which has great reviews. It's the best Civil War strategy game ever made. So yeah, I don't for DLCs. I don't really look at the you know the what do you call it the reviews so much because they are often misleading. So let's see how this starts. So I'm gonna play the Union. But I believe this is for the main campaign. Avatars. I'm kind of curious how this begins. I don't see any field book. No, that's not it. Load game, start historical campaign, and then continue scenario. That's where I left off. I guess, yeah. I think this is where I'll probably start create avatar. Jean Claude. I know. I'm gonna pick my home state, and I guess I'll choose that. Initiative. I like having. I think I have good initiative. I'm an okay leader, I guess. I'll probably put like half. I'm enlisted, and I never took any NCO courses, so my leadership is not as great. Administration, I'm good at. Oh, these are all I can actually. I don't need fame. I'll do one. I'll do half of that. Cunning. Yeah, I think this looks good. So I'm just matching mine. Portraits. I'm definitely gonna choose Union. There's not that many. I like that you choose them. You know, it'd be kind of cool if you could actually. I mean, it would require a lot of coding and work, but be able to create your own avatar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you guys ever seen Fallout, where it comes up and you can basically. I mean, it would be a lot. I wouldn't say that the developers go as far as Fallout, but West Point graduate. Okay, so I created my avatar. I see override, deletes. So I'm assuming I created it. Do I go to start campaign and do something from here? Oh, okay, that's where it says DLC content. Okay, start new career. Okay, do I even choose the policies? Starting a career. Okay, I was born in America. Next question. Did you participate in a previous convention before by as a volunteer? Ooh, yeah, let's do that. I was an NCO, not really, but no, I did not. During that time, I was advancing my political career. Nah, I had more lucrative things to do in my life. Did you study at West Point and become a professional? No, I did not. I guess getting West Point would be hard. When Civil War began, how did you get your commission? When I volunteered and soon elected. Yeah, that's more likely. I'm just going based upon what's more likely to happen to me. Which of the following best describes your motivations? Yeah, anyone that joins a war to experience new adventures, war is not probably a place you want to experiencing new adventures. They're, you know, people that go like, yeah, I want to join the military so I can fight in a war. Everybody's gonna tell you, dude, no, don't do that. You join the military to serve your country, to make a difference. Oh, it didn't take my stuff. Okay, so I guess the whole Avatar thing just was separate. Oh, and I'm gonna check the chat every so often. I know I get bad on that. Frogger, have you seen the Matrix game sale? No, I have not. All the Gary Grisby's titles are on sale. Ooh. How do you level up his leg kicks? I gotta check that out. I'm a big Gary Grigsby fan. And there's a Civil War game that they have from Gary Grigsby's that I want to play. And a Vietnam one. Yeah. So I think I'll probably buy the Vietnam one first. Um, no. Yeah, I guess that one. Which of the following best portrays your reaction if during the Civil War you were ordered to do something you thought controversial? Well, this is one thing I learned in the military. If it's against UCMJ, you do not do it. I would tell this person he's full and should commit such humbug himself and then humbug himself. I feel like we're Charles Dickens. I would object to explain my moral dilemma, hoping he would retract the order. I would demand a written order. I would keep my feelings. No, I would probably do that. How do you describe your relationship? My life's all about serving. I attend sermon regular as does trying to live. Yeah. If insulted by a fellow officer, how would you react? Now, there's a difference. Depends how old I am. If I was my 18, 19, 20-year-old, I'd probably have that Marine Corps mindset of just attack, attack, attack. Oh, by the way, I turned 40. Yeah, a couple days ago. So, not happy about that. I was hoping that would never happen. I hope I had a lifetime before 40 happened, but no, 40 happened, and yeah, yeah, 40's not good. And I couldn't even drink that day because I'm trying to get off drinking. Had a little bit too many beers, I think, a week or two ago, and my system, my body was just like, nope, 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 nope. And yeah, so how would you most likely react? I would stay from Punch and Rascal for a fine. I would forgive. I would turn the other cheek. That's probably me. So, the following pastimes activities do you enjoy? I wonder how this all fits into the game. I really do. I guess this is the last one. Parties, wine, going on journaling. That's probably me when I was a young kid. Geez, how many questions are there? I want to find the New York flag. Thankfully, since I served in New York, oh wow, that's the 69th Infantry. I augmented this unit. I'm gonna choose that one. Which guy do I look like the most? What do you guys think with my beard? Who do I look like the most? I like this guy. He reminds me of somebody I wanted to be. New Jersey. No, forget about New Jersey. How do you assume your best friends describe you to someone who does not? I feel like this is like that questionnaire test. Well-liked person, good manners. No, definitely not. Good and hardworking soldier. Some would say. Probably me. Which of the following is most important for an officer commanding men into battle? Uh, yeah, I would probably say that. So officers should always lead at the front. Now, when I was in the military, like there was very few officers that did that. A lot of officers would just like hang out on the side. Um, and I know they had like other things they needed to do. But there were some officers that I worked with that got their hands dirty, and that meant a lot to us. Do you excel more at swordsman? No. Planning logistics, handling complicated work. I guess this. Why is handwriting such a if confronted with disagreement among your peers, which of the following reactions describe you best? I ignore the I guess that. Jeez, there's a lot of questions. What do you guys think about all these questions? One thing I wish the developers would put in is like out of how many. Like if it was like you start and said 0 out of 30, then I would be like, yeah, skip it and randomize. But I don't even know how far this goes. Which of the following do you enjoy the most? Impressive soldiers, epic stories, uh, orders in silence, watching fire. Yeah, that's cool. I used to do that when I was drinking. Which of the following descriptions for Americanism is the most accurate in your opinion? Uh, I guess that. It's because of the Southern Slate season. Pretty much. I mean, I know some people will disagree with me, but technically, the South fired the first shot. Union Lincoln himself said that this war won't happen. We will not fire upon you. If this war starts, it'll be it due to you, the South, and they did. They fired on Fort Sumter. They could have just left Fort Sumter out there, right? And eventually over 5, 10, 15, 20 years, the U.S. would be like, what's the point of having this here? Like they could have just did a wait out game. They could have blockaded the thing and said did a blockade of it with whatever ships that the Confederate had, and say, hey, we're gonna blockade you until you leave, and then eventually U.S. would have been like, yeah, all right, we'll pull our garrison because they're out of food or something like that. I mean, there's numerous ways. One thing that reminded me of what it's not Sam Houston. Sam Houston, I think. The commander of the Texan Army during the Texan War of Independence said that the South has a flair for the dramatic. It has this a fire in them that, you know, always have to be just very emotional, very just, you know, seize the day kind of thing. Be very emotional. Be like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. I'm trying to figure out the word for it, but basically, he was basically that the North is more reserved, the South is much more on fire. Is much more like not excited, anxious. Is much more. What's the word I'm looking for, guys? Put it in the chat. But that kind of that kind of mentality, and basically showed when they fired on Fort Sumter and started taking these garrisons. I'll switch that because in essence, the whole cause was slavery behind everything. Please tell me that was the last one. Come on. If comparing military career with other possible, which of the following best describes its benefits? Uh, please let that. My gosh, how many more? As soon as I read that, I was like, "Yep, that's a long street kind of view." Dude, this is a lot of questions. Yeah, the developer needs to definitely put in um out of how many questions cuz like I'm at the point where I'm like this is a lot. Ooh, do it this is definitely Armistead. Please. Oh gosh. Jeez. This will be a Chamberlain thing. A lot of these questions are inspired by that Gettysburg. I've noticed. What's an important role for the cavalry in modern warfare? In a modern war, like modern? or modern back then. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm at the point where I really don't care. Oh, I feel like this is a third core. What was his name? Oh man, my memory's so bad. The third corps, under the command of in Gettysburg, under the command of forgot the guy's name, but he pushed forward even though he was given orders to hold the ground. I guess I'll do that. You are advancing to flank enemies, but the enemy are dead, tired. Which of the following qualities most important to an officer? This is a lot of questions. I hope it really feeds into the branching mechanism. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. Which of the following qualities in an army is the most important in winning wars? Oh my gosh. Thankfully, this is the final question. You'll be soon in combat. If you could only be before marching out with you, which would it be? I would, I would throw in unforgettable. Yeah, thankfully. Questionnaire is finished. Okay, so it gave me based on that. I'm a captain, I'm a veteran, and a volunteer, and I'm blindly loyal. I don't know if that's a good thing. Okay, so what do I do next? Obviously this is. Oh, that's why. Claude. I'm just gonna call Jean Claude, Mister. I don't know. What? Uh, Jean Claude. I'll do that. Sign up. All right. No beer. Uh, Reed's real ginger ale, actual ginger ale, not like the crap that they. I noticed that ginger ale I buy from the store, they got like all these chemicals in it, and I'm like, why? And the answer I always get is like, well, it preserves it longer. I'm like, oh, so you want it on the shelf longer? Yeah. I'm like, so you'd rather just put chemicals in my body just to make you more profit? Yeah. So I buy this Reed's. It's in Walmart. It actually just has ginger ale and carbonation. That's it. I like that the developers added this. I appreciate it because I don't know if this is gonna go over just the same one that they did before when you do the regular campaign. you pro- Passionate. Thank you, Anderson. Yeah, very passionate. At this point, I think it's lucky. At this point, I think it's lucky we reach older age these days. Yeah, I I exit video. Okay, cool. Yeah, I agree with you. Sorry, I have a lung infection. I've been sick the last couple days. It's hard to even do this video because I was like, I don't know, I don't feel that good, but anyway, yeah, I agree with you. I really feel for my kids. I grew up in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, when life was very stable. Like you pick up the paper, there was no Twitter. You didn't have a president on Twitter that would make the news every day with certain comments, with certain tweets. That was really like certain things that, back then the president 80s, 90s, and 2000s, the president, read off their teleprompter, their writing staff would write what they would go through numerous drafts, say which is the most, less volatile, like. And I feel like today it's very different, especially with the previous president. I feel like politics is so um, unstable now. And then you have the 2024 election, and a lot of people are projecting it to be very much like, or even worse than the previous 2020 election. And some are speculating another January 6th, possibly worse events happening. So it's, and then you got the weather just being crazy the last 10 years from climate change. And, it's just, and I know some people are going to be like, well, I don't believe in climate change. I do believe in climate change. The military, the military believes in climate change. Like the admiral who's in charge of Norfolk Naval Shipyards here, like gave a tour and said like the water level is rising. Like the flooding is getting to the point where they have to. Norfolk Naval Shipyards is the biggest U.S. naval base on the East Coast, the second biggest in the world, and they're thinking about relocating certain ships, possibly fleets, out of here because the water level here. Um, and I remember seeing that. I'm like, wow, that's a big thing for. And then you could also talk to like National Guard generals, and I do some military news, so I get to have that opportunity to talk to like the major generals in the army and stuff like that. And the number one thing is like wildfires are just going crazy. So they're deploying army soldiers to fight these wildfires. Yeah, the climate's just going crazy. Um, 69th Infantry. I'm gonna choose that. I used to augment that unit. Now, if you guys are not familiar with the 69th Infantry, very historical unit. They held the center at Gettysburg. Um, the real the unit that held the line at Gettysburg at Cemetery Ridge is actually based out of 26th Street and Lex in Manhattan. I used to drill out of that armory. And they have all the battle flags there. I believe the one from the Civil War too. Um, it's amazing. It's amazing. Very historical armory. I remember one of my sergeants, staff sergeants, like you go up to the main armory floor and it's all wooden. The it's like a century or two old. The actual wooden floor. It's crazy. Um, Whoever built it, by the way, was really amazing because we park our cars on that floor, and there are times that armory is full with cars from end to end almost, and you would think like, well, it's a wooden floor. You have like 40, 50 cars. Um, but yeah. So and the reason he was telling me that it was made out of I'm gonna hold off. Let me just finish watching this. You guys got to go see a reenactment. This is, I guarantee, from Gettysburg, probably. If you survive. General. Cool. But yeah, that wooden floor. I was like, one of my sergeants says, "You know why the floor is wooden?" I'm like, "I have no idea." I was like, "It was for the cavalry. There was a cavalry unit based out of the armory in New York City. A cavalry unit." Okay, where am I? All right. So I can click on second division, first division, all that. Cool. I want a better uniform than this, guys. Come on. Ugh, so generic. I could do the short blue. Nah, that's too loose. I'd rather do that. I'm gonna change my hat though. What do you guys think? That nah. A simple black hat. Yeah, I like that. You know. Trousers. What do you guys think? I'm gonna do cavalry trousers. I know I'm not in the cavalry, but hey, who cares? All right, so this is my. What is this? Oh, this is. Oh, they have an Officer Hall of Fame. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's neat. Items. Okay, I'm definitely gonna go with army binoculars, right? Pocket flask. To be honest, guys, probably that. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, dude. Officer's sword. I'm gonna go with an NCO sword. I have no offense. I know I have a high respect for NCOs and Colt Revolver, 1860, and then my mounts: plain horse, cavalry horse, workhorse. Do a cavalry horse. You know, everybody who's infantry wants to be cavalry. Whoever's cavalry kind of wants to be a little bit like infantry. Everybody. What is this? Improved provisions. What is it? Oh, that's cool. I wonder what. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, interesting. And then I'm assuming I have money, right? Like, yeah, I have $4,000. That's pretty cool. Prestige 692. My general staff, William Wallace. All right, Lieutenant, you're under my command before you become higher up, my friend. Staff Corps. I'm a captain, right? No, Lieutenant Colonel, I guess, because I pulled up. I guess I'll do him. Quartermaster. I don't know. Let's do him. Okay. Actions. So I like it so far. I like that you can do this, and as you go through the war, you're probably going to get access to more. Now, big pro, and I know some of you guys are going to be like, "Oh, that's yeah," but you know, if this was made by a big publisher, $20, this will all be in-app purchasing. $20. Oh yeah, you can get the quality jacket. Pay us $2 more. If you guys ever played NBA or NFL, you'll see that a lot. So I'm appreciative over indies and developers and some publishers that actually like, hey, yeah, you already paid us. We're going to give you all this content. Okay. Oh, I can only choose one? Yes, cancel. So I can only choose one. Okay. All right, so throw a party. I'm not stupid. Political rally. No. Buy stocks. Fundraising. Fundraising. Ooh. Study tactics. Increases cunning. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this one, guys, for right now. That's cool. I like that you have a path that you go down. Like you don't go onto this just once. You go throughout your career. And I do like that this has like a nice, yeah. The developers definitely put in some work on this. I appreciate that. Oh, by the way, I did get the code for this game, so I just wanted to mention that because I'm not biased. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, whether I like it or not. Um, the developers would have to really screw this up for me to give it a bad review. I'm very fond of these developers. Like I said, this is my favorite and the best Civil War strategy game ever made. So, um, you know, they're up here. So, for me, you have no idea how long we've been waiting for something like this for Grand Tactician Civil War. Like, it was literally like we had a Civil War 2, right, which came out in what, late 2000s. So over a decade, we got some good Civil War games, but nothing like this. And the cool thing is, this is hands off. So like, your job is to, well, command your troops. You know. So, which by the way, where's my unit? I just want to know. So Current orders, no specific. Move to character. Okay, so that's where I am. I'm in the first division, and I'm gonna manage the army here. And ooh, U.S. Cav. Where am I? I wish there was like a. Oh, there we go. 6th Infantry. Nice. So you could see your chain of command here. Sherman's above me, and then I have Tyler, and then McDowell. Very cool. I like it, and I like that it's like hands off. And it looks like it doesn't compromise the whole map, so the west is not here. I wonder if they're going to make that down the road. You are in command of a single unit that is attached. I know. So I still got 3.69. Ooh, I spent a lot of money. I like that it breaks it down right here. Minus $45 for a Colt 1860. That's a pretty good deal, I guess. I don't know. What's the equivalent for today's dollars? Pocket flask is $30. So you're telling me this is weird. Check this out. So a pocket flask is 30 bucks, right? And a Colt 1860 Army, right, is $45. Now, a flask you could buy, even a really good one, probably better than here, probably for like, I don't know, 50 bucks. So, I mean, I'm assuming based upon how much money it cost the Colt is probably like $100 equivalent back then, $100 to $200. I don't know. Let me check the chat. Uh, what? Heator? Villabos? I don't know what that means. You don't have any whiskey or lemons. Negative review time. Imagine a game on this like that. They should actually add something like that. Imagine a game of this scale, but in Napoleonic era. Yeah, Anderson. I honestly. Oh, that's cool. That's new. The men feel excited about it. Oh, that's cool. I like that it gives you like little things like that. They heard about another war, and I'm assuming the morale got better. But yeah, I agree with you on Anderson. Um, I have a feeling that that's their next. Um, like I know they're making Grand Tactician something else now, right? I remember reading about it. They were going to make 1 or 2 DLCs. I had a heated exchange of words with Colonel Corrigan today. Way part he was still clearly upset. Well, he's not on my command, so I really don't care. If just don't upset Sherman. Don't upset Sherman. But yeah, I feel like they'll probably maybe make one more DLC for Grand Tactician Civil War. But I believe they're working on the main major game, like Grand Tactician, and I believe it's probably going to be Napoleon. Um, I honestly think that that's going to be like. I recently purchased Cavalry Horse, money well spent. I really honestly feel that. So Civil War is very attractive era, right, in terms of conflicts and stuff. Everybody goes to, basically the major conflicts: American Civil War, World War II. Like if you're making a strategy game or a war game, those are the kind of tent poles you go to, right? Um, and Napoleonic Wars. I would love for them to do an American Revolution game, but I know if they do make it, they're not going to make as much as they would have made with American Civil War. And I believe they probably would make more money with the Napoleonic game than American Revolution. Good examples like Empire Total War. Napoleon Total War royally outsold Empire Total War. And that could be for a number of reasons, but I believe the American Revolution wasn't as attractive to a lot of people, at least at the time when it came out. Um, when people see Napoleon, it's the like, yeah, I want to play that. I want to play that. When they hear American Revolution, I think some people are like, yeah, I'm in the mood, but their enthusiasm is a little less. I'm actually the opposite. I would be more excited for American Revolution game, but I forgot when. What? It's June 8th. So when is I forgot the Battle of Manassas. When was the Battle of Manassas? I totally forgot. It's in the summer of 1861, isn't it? Got the Army of the Potomac here, 18,000 men. Two of our divisions. Oh no, second division looks like crap. Look at this. 2,900 men. Oof. Technically, we outnumber them. But I wonder if this is going to follow the historical. Oh, wow. There's the Army of Shenandoah. I would probably move this way if I was him. And one thing I do notice is the map is different. The map is different. There's a lot more detail, I think, than the main campaign map. So that's kind of cool. Perks of an American Revolution. Perks of American Revolution war game is being able to reuse the map. Yeah, that's true. But then again, yeah. I mean, for the most part, they would have to take away the. They would have to take out a number of things like knock out some of these roads. I'm hoping they just have when they built the game. I hope that they developed it in layers. So like they have the base map without the roads. So this way they can be like, hey, we'll take that layer and then build the roads based upon American Revolution War. Because a lot of these roads weren't around during the American Revolution. Obviously, railroads weren't around. So I hope that would cut down on their time. But if they built this map just all together as one piece, uh, they would have to probably rebuild it from scratch. Endless drill and inspections, no action. Well, that's military life for you. 30 Years War, do some pike and shot. Yeah, you know, pike and shot is attractive to, but I feel like honestly, that's why there's so many Civil War slash World War II games out there. Is because like a Napoleon War, Napoleonic Wars, like any developer and publisher is like, if you suggest a World War II or Civil War game, I feel like it's immediate. Yeah, yeah, we'll fund you. I feel like Pike and Shot, American Revolution, definitely things like War of 1812 or Mexican American War will be like a hesitant on the part of a developer, because I feel like when you choose a Civil War game or World War II game, um, you're gonna get immediate popularity for that title. To develop that popularity for like War of 1812, Mexican American War. Not maybe even Pike and Shot. You would have to convince the publisher more and be like, hey, we have this great engine. We have you can be able to do this, and then a lot of people will more fall in line with the features and stuff like that rather than the conflict. But I know Pike and Shot it's something I'm sort of interested in. But yeah, I mean, 30 Years War, sort of interested in it. Uh, but then again, like the problem is like what I like is what not a lot of casual players like. A lot of casual players love the World War II, Civil War, Napoleonic Wars. Like they've been used to that, like modern day war. They love those kind of things. I'm more of like, all right, let's do something that hasn't been done before. War of 1812, Mexican American War, Texan War of Independence, Korean War. Things like that. That really need to be kind of you know, like opened up. But I feel like there's not much for my army to do. Like, like I'm literally just going through the motions. I know that down the road, I could do more as I go up in rank and stuff like that. But I feel like, yeah, that there's. I guess it's not gonna show me that either, right? Yeah, I guess maybe this is why some people were a little upset because it's not fast paced in the beginning. Civil War's not fast paced in the beginning. Probably just uniform has shrunk. Yeah, right. Maybe they should start the game off closer to the Manassas. When was Manassas? Franco-Prussian game. Like Ultimate General Civil, but with more strategic choice. Ooh, I like that. Good night sleep. I like your I like your thing. Good night sleep tight. So you should probably take a look at Ultimate General American Revolution, because the guys that made Ultimate General Civil War, the same developers, they made a strategic layer on top of the tactical layer. And from what I've seen in the screenshots and the video, wow. Um, that's why, like, if I was like, if I would give any advice to Grand Tactician, is like, don't do American Revolution War game now. Like when Ultimate General American Revolution comes out, it's gonna dominate that field, and it's coming out this end of this year, or beginning of early next year. It's gonna dominate it. The engine looks insane. The tactical engine looks incredible. Don't compete against that. Wait a couple of years. Once that excitement for that dies down, that's when you come out with theirs. They should focus on another conflict, like I said, Napoleonic. It'd be great if they did like War of 1812, but I know they're not going to make money from that. Let me check when Manassas was. When was Manassas battle? Man, I'm telling you, I really am getting tired of July 21st. Okay, so it's a couple days away, I think. July 21st. Jeez, a month away. Um, yeah, they should start the game closer. Maybe this is great if you were like deployed to the Hampton Roads region. Um, but yeah, they're not gonna make money off of War of 1812 right now. Oh, the Rebs are in Fairfax. So wait, is the AI not gonna go along historical lines? It's gonna do something. Oh, that is cool. I like that. That's new, I think, right? That has to be new. Zoom in to the point where you could see the oh. I didn't get my orders yet. I'm still waiting. 19,000 men are approaching us. Okay, so hopefully it's not going according to historical Department of Annapolis. How many troops is that? 5,000. So they just lost their edge right here. They could have. Oh, that's what they're waiting for. Oh, they're doing their own Manassas. Okay, I like this. Strategic AI is getting better, man. I thought I was gonna have to wait till July 20 something. Yeah, I really like this zoomed in map. This is very cool. Be really cool if they implement this in the base game too. You know, have that as an option. You know, like from coast to coast, not coast to coast, but you know, the actual base map, but with this level of detail. I know it would be a lot, but so oh crap. 20,000. We'll probably get more reinforcements against their 37. All right, I better get some orders soon. Otherwise I'm gonna just issue my own. I'm probably going to play for another 20, 30 minutes or so, guys. Like I said, my lungs still don't feel good. I didn't even eat dinner. I didn't eat anything today. I had some nuts. That's it. Literally, I just had some nuts and some Cheez-Its. It's probably not a good idea when you're sick, right? Oh, man. I've been thinking about, I don't know. I got to talk to my wife about it, but I was thinking about joining the Coast Guard Auxiliary. What do you guys think? I know it's not the military. You're literally a civilian, but you know, I can't enlist in the military. Um, I gotta get rid of this stomach here. And before I'm even eligible to do that, left fork, right fork. Okay. So, okay, we're in defense, right? Defend your position. All right, where am I? Where am I? Where's my boys? Oh, there I am. Nice. I think this changed, right? This was orange before, now it's light green. Interesting. I wonder if that's in the base game too. So, build. I'm gonna build some breastworks. No, stop it. It's not gonna let me build it, is it? Oh, it will. Okay, cool. All right, let's see what happens. My boy's gonna fall to this line here. Build that. Ooh, Lieutenant Colonel, sir. My brigade is ordered to defend left fork. Your regiment is deployed to the rear of the line. If the enemy approaches your position, engage and defeat him. Ah, Commander. So y'all should be doing what I'm doing. Building them freaking fortifications. That's the only thing that's going to help us out here. So one thing that I find interesting is it because I have like the glasses? Where are my glasses? Do a picket. Where are my glasses? Um, that I could see all of them. Like normally you wouldn't see because of the fog of war, but I see everybody. So I don't know if that's a fog of war thing, if it was turned off, or because I have the glasses, I could see them all. Should probably have built the fortification somewhere else, but whatever. One cool thing would be if they could add it like constructing in 20% or 25%, maybe something in the middle here. That'd be cool. So I'm just checking to see if there's anything new here. No, it's basically the same thing. Let me check the chat. One thing I find amazing about this game is like just the view here. It is beautiful. One thing that I wish they would add to this game, so I guess one of my first cons would be um I would like to be like if this is me on the horse, I would like the camera to go up right behind me, so I can actually see me. Right now I'm saying that guy on the. I think that's me. It would be cool if you could zoom in further, you know. See, this is the most I can go. So I wish they had like where you could move, like I said, the camera right above him so I can get a nice view. Like good example is like, when you watching what do you call it, Gettysburg, and you see like Hancock right on the horse. That kind of view where you can actually see your officer. He's taking like this much of the screen, not just this little pendant here. So that would be my first con. Um, First pros, I would like. I like as much as that survey was so long. I kind of like how in depth it gets because I'm hoping it asks all these questions for a reason. That it's gonna make branches out of that, and it's gonna make additional events and such based upon all that information I gave it. So hopefully it took all that information, which is like 20, 30 questions, and are gonna put it to good use. You know, jeez, they got a long way to go, don't they? Holy crap, yeah, they do. Yeah, I'll form up here and then put skirmishers out. Okay, so his orders are to defend this little position here. I like that. Okay. So that's one con, one pro. Let's see, what else do I like? Um, so far, I do like the stuff that you can do with your character. You know, adding the different like cats and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. I like that it's calculating how much money I'm making, prestige. So that's gonna be cool. And I feel as this game gets further down the road, that it's just gonna add more and more content because you're gonna rise in the ranks. You're eventually gonna have a division and such, and a corps, and an army, and then eventually army in chief kind of thing. Why is this guy not selecting it? Bug? I hope not. I mean, it said that they finished. I see them like going back and forth. I can't even select them anymore, so it's a little concerning. That's a little concerning. All right, I hope it's a small, quick bug. But I do feel that they put more work into this. So, other things I noticed besides the beautiful strategic map, more depth to it, I do feel that this has. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like this is more zoomed in, more fleshed out. What do you guys think? I do feel like this is more fleshed out. Like, basically, they took a scale of a map and just kind of did that. So, I do feel like. I wonder if this is on the strategic on the campaign game, the actual main game. Oh crap! I can't select my unit. This is not good. Okay, now I got it. Okay. The good thing about it is there's not going to be any delay. I guess there's not going to be delay because I'm the one issuing the orders. And then I'm gonna. Where is it? High ground rally. Detached skirmishers. So I wonder if I can command the skirmishers separate. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I can. How about that? Cool. I like that. Now, one thing I would have loved, so this would have been on my wish list, would have been to be able to split this unit, right? This is a regiment of 600 men. I wish I could split it, like in two, so this way I can like angle them, to cover my flank. Do like a Joshua Chamberlain did on in Gettysburg, refuse the flank, kind of thing. So he was facing the Rebs, and the Rebs kept, going to the left and then going to the left, doing something like that. I can't do that here because so that thing I would have loved. So that's why I could do more with this unit. So for right now, oh wait, because these guys are up there, I can't. Yeah, unit's not in my control, and my firing path is that's great. Bloody take over command. Oh, this is cool. This is a pro. So I could take over this unit. It's going to cost 44 prestige points. I am going to do that. That is cool. I like that. So that's, I think, the equivalent of me going up to that commander and say, "You move your artillery pieces over there." And cost me some prestige, but now my boys can shoot further. You see? Now they can actually shoot further. Why are you... I like that you could take... What are you doing? Where are you going? How many points is it going to take over this command? 86. Ooh, that's going to be a lot. 170. Depends on the commander, I guess. So if they're a lower rank or something. 162. Let me take over that unit that's 86. I like that you could take over units. That is a pro in my book. I don't know where he's putting the freaking army. Literally, I have to depend on the AI now to make good decisions. Make good decisions. Make good decisions. Yeah, this definitely feels much more improved map. So I'm down to 200 prestige because I took over 2 units. Oh, you're using my line now, huh? Yeah. Maybe you should have done that in the first place, my friend. So we're... Oh my gosh, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's like a freaking hammer. That's gonna smash into this unit. I hope your flanks are angled correctly, my friend. That's right. Good. Push out skirmishers. Okay, that's smart. Good AI. Good AI. So they're all gonna come down there. Why is this guy going this way? Everybody's gonna come down here. I mean, I don't think he's gonna like go this way and then attack this way. He's probably gonna crush into this Keys first brigade. I would have probably moved him. I honestly would have probably moved the unit along here. Use the river as like a, you know what I'm saying? As like a, is about to attack left fork. Where do you want me to move? Move your regiment to the stated position. Support the attack. What stated position? You're not giving me a position. I'm there already, dude. So he wants me to. So I mean, it's Sherman, so I'm not surprised he's gonna attack. So this is probably not. This is probably not a good idea. AI. This is not a good idea for the reason being that um, we're outnumbered. You want to do a defensive measure when you're outnumbered. And now you're moving all the artillery, so as the rebs come in, they're not. Oh, gosh, it's not a good idea. Yeah, I wouldn't. I would have just set up better defensive positions. I'm just saying. What is he doing? He's pulling these guys back. He's moving these guys angled to the right. Why would you guys do this? Why is the AI doing this? Unless he's trying to move a brigade this way to come around the flank, that's not smart. We're outnumbered 2-1. Deploy your regiment, engage the enemy. Show location. Okay, so now he wants me not here, but here. So you probably should have done that a long time ago, my friend. I'm just pointing that out. So now I have command of 2 regiments, technically, because my prestige on the battlefield is higher than theirs. And we're going to double quick everybody. So you're not kind of limited to... I mean, technically, they said you could play the game just as a regiment. And technically, you can, because I can imagine if you don't take the promotions, you'll probably have a lot of prestige, I'm guessing. So you could take command of an entire division if you wanted with your prestige. But you'd have to do that every battle, which probably will get tiring after a while. I wonder if you could select the division commander and... Oh, okay. That's cool. You could take over just even the... Probably I could have took over the entire regiment, technically. I had 500 prestige points. And I just got more prestige. Look at that. People see me walking around, they're like, oh, I could take over the 4th Brigade. I wonder if I take over the 4th Brigade, do I make that commander look bad and I rise up in the next battle? I don't know. We'll see. 69th New York Infantry. Fighting Irish. I mean, we have the high ground. They're all. I would see the AI is obviously not that great in the defending here. I mean, he is anchoring toward this stream, which is smart. But oh, there's another unit coming. That's good. Um, but yeah, I would have definitely moved my units here. I know the tactical AI is getting a lot better than it was. Um, all right, so I got more prestige because one of my other units just reached the combat zone. You know, one thing I do notice is this has now changed. So this is, I would say, this is a huge pro in my book. Um, I did notice that I believe in the previous game, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you put like artillery in front of infantry, the artillery will actually shoot over the infantry. Like it won't affect the firing range and status of that unit. But it looks like it's doing that now. So as you can see, like I had my troops in front of it and it cut the range. I moved my troops behind it. Now it's ranged all the way to the Confederates. So I believe that's new. Um, that to me is a really big pro in my book. Um, I wonder if that's. I bet you that's in the actual core game. I can't see them just adding this mechanism just to the DLC. But man, this map looks beautiful. Look at this freaking the sun and the freaking shadows. Oh man, it's beautiful. I know this game doesn't probably use the what is that thing called? Ray tracing. I doubt this uses ray tracing, but even without ray tracing, it looks gorgeous. Generally, ray tracing is like it's used for implement of shadows and such, and highlights. I don't know how they're getting away with this without using ray tracing, because I don't think this game does use ray tracing. I got the Confederates all on these lines. They're not moving fast. I don't know if it's me or what, but I feel like every time I look at this map, these tactical maps, like, are they improving the graphics in between these patches? Because I do feel like this looks even better than I last played it. No casualties yet. 8 South Carolina. 2nd South Carolina. They had to do a lot of work to put in all these individual regiments. Find out how many troops are in this regiment, how many troops are in that regiment. Battle flags. I mean, that's probably why it's limited to 1 year, right? Because imagine doing all 4 or 5 years where as starting points for whiskey and lemons, and having to find out every single regiment's size, commander. That's a lot of work. That would probably added. Forget about it. But I do hope that they make a whiskey and lemons 2 for the Western Theater. That'd be kind of cool. Present fire. Should probably, I mean, one thing I would do if I was Sherman, but I'm not going to do it because if I move past this line, he's going to get pissed off at me. I would probably take position here. I don't know. I hate playing the artillery game where you just firing artillery at each other, and he's just like, all right, do they know what they're doing? Are they trying to wait for us? Are we going to play this all the way to nightfall? I mean, probably at this point because it's 1700, right? I mean, nightfall in June is what, 9 o'clock on the East Coast? Honestly, he would have the advantage, right? Hold on. How big is this army here? Army of Shenandoah, 21,000. So in that little side there is 21,000. Um, and there's 10,000 of us. So he outnumbers us 2 to 1. So honestly, if I were him, I'd probably push. And if I were him, I would probably push through here. You could use the as cover and just smash in. That's probably where the weakest is. Once you split it in two, or move some of the units here and flank, and then do this way. I don't know. That's what I would do. But at this point, we just gotta wait it out. He is moving now. But it's getting late. It is 1700. Yeah, it's getting. So he only moved one brigade, one division or brigade. I'm sorry. Keep thinking these all by brigades or by regiments. So one brigade into line here. So he's pushing against these guys. I mean, honestly, if I were him, I would probably maybe move some of the brigades that are here to the left flank, not just leave it open like this. Especially considering this is the main road, this is what he needs. Just saying. AI. Where's the division? Yeah, 528. I could have probably had that. I wonder if I did take control over it and I did like win here, right? How much if you take over that prestige, right? Use up all my prestige, I'm down to 0 because I took over the division. If we win the battle, do I gain more prestige because I took over the entire division? And then with all that prestige, get a command for a division? Curious. I know it's a lot. Sorry. But yeah, I don't think it was going to be a battle tonight. Jeez, it's 8 o'clock already. I just felt like I just got off work. My food is probably cold by now. Now he's pressing. Who the heck is this? Oh, 30th Virginia Cavalry. I'm thinking that's... What's his name? Led by, what's his name? Stewart. You probably want to shoot that. I know, it's not under my control. I'm not stupid. Should probably put them all in line like this way, but... AI, I'm not here to tell you how to do your job. If you want to just give me command, that might be easier. 2 casualties inflicted. Nice. Okay. Check that out. So I got some prestige plus 2 because I inflicted 2 casualties. That's cool. Okay, I like that. So the more casualties I inflict, the more prestige I get. That is another pro in my book, my friends. I like that they did that. So if I inflict a horrendous torrential fire on them... Who the heck is this? Look what they doing. Look what they doing. Yeah, they're definitely gonna hit my right flank. so we could just refuse it. Um, but yeah, I like that they did that. So if I unleash a torrent of fire, I'm just gonna get a crap ton of prestige. Ooh, that guy probably took heavy losses. No, not really. So they're moving. We're on the right flank. We're just chilling out here, just watching the show. Just like, wow, look at that. I do feel like the graphics are upgraded. I don't know. Something feels much more just much more HD, much more just intimate in terms of the fighting than the regular campaign map. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's a lot. You see my frame rate was probably going chugging. Yeah, 12 frames per second. Can you imagine having like 100,000 soldiers on the field? We're at like 40. Can you imagine having 100, 200,000? It's amazing that they got portraits of some of these guys. So they're putting in what, 2 divisions, you guys think? Yeah, 2 divisions, 1, 2, and they're keeping all these guys in the background. I don't know. And then, does this make sense? So the Union moved a part of its army here, reinforced the right flank. That's smart, but why wouldn't the AI move the forces? I don't know, to like this flank here and connect. That's weird, don't you guys think? Why would the AI sit up here? I don't know. I feel like I know they made a lot of improvements to the AI in this game, but I feel like there's still a ways to go. Oh, 29 guys. They lost 29 guys and they're already broken. Oh, this is a little concerning. I have a feeling like I engage in battle, I lose 10 guys. People are going to be like, I don't know. Look at this. First Ohio's just in the middle. Alright, we're going to start moving in. 79 New York is going to cover my right flank, because I see those guys up there. I ain't stupid. Alright, 69 New York. Move forward. We're going to move closer to the battle. Support our boys from Ohio. He still didn't lose a single guy, which is good. Hat the double quick, boys! Throw my hat with the sword. Move forward. Contact. You're right. What is this? Oh, that's that. See if I can move here, support my boys in blue. And he's going to hold the right flank, because I see them here. I ain't stupid. I see them. I got a whole brigade. I'm opening 79th New York and cover my right flank. While I move in and help out my boys from New York here. You ain't going to shoot at my boys. Oh, you can reach? Get a little closer. Get a little closer. Come on, boys. Double quick. Double quick. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. So, routed nearby units is not good. First battle experience, it's not good. Continue engagement. Break the enemy's line and whip them. Alright, with just one regiment. He's giving me a free hand now. I don't have to stay in this little box. Swing fire! Alright, we just let off a torrent of fire. They lost 7 guys. And I see them moving here. I'm not stupid. I see you. They're moving this 8 Georgia to hit my flank. Start hitting them. Good thing I took command of that unit, huh? Let's see how my 6-9 infantry does. I think they're moving more guys. Yeah, they're moving at least 3 regiments, excuse me. You might wanna, I don't know, take command of these. Oh, they're gonna get crossfire. Good. They're withdrawing. Look at that. Couple of cannon bursts. That's all it. That's all it took. All right, I lost 1 guy. My first casualty. Is he pulling back with something? Come on, boys, get in firing range with them. Take out those Alabamians. Oh, we're under artillery fire. That's why. So normally when I click on this, it would advance the unit. I guess maybe that's not in there anymore. They took that out. They don't want to come up and face the 79 New York. You know how we New Yorkers do. They don't play games. Yeah, I really wish I can get closer, you know? And I know the closer you get, the more pixelated the guys will get, but I don't care. I want to see my guys really close up, you know? These are my boys. Anna, why'd you close the door? Alright, I'm probably gonna have to end it in like 2 or 3 minutes. I know I said it before, but this is a good sign, though, that I don't want to, like, my food is getting cold. I'm choosing to play the game instead. That's a good sign that the game is good. I'm 36 rounds of ammunition left. I really wish I could take command of the division. I'm getting up to 300 points, so a little bit more, and I can probably do it. Oh, I see too many moving now. I see a lot moving. You can see the frame rate drop. Oh, end of the day. Troops resupplied. All right, I'm gonna end it here, guys. So this is like, oh no, 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 no. This is. I was gonna say that was a good stopping point. Oh, you stupid Stunod. Okay, normally what would happen is, crap. So normally what would happen is the end of the day happens. You click OK, right? You go into resupply mode. But since I'm not commanding the unit, it moved the entire army here, and my 3 units are now away from the entire army. It didn't move my units because why would it? Oh, this is not good. So my artillery is, I guess, because I gave it orders at the last minute. I don't know, but now it's okay. Oh, like I said, it's a bug. I do wish though, like this would be another thing that they should improve on is like since you're a commander, right? Don't have it flip over in the night where your whole unit's like moved over here. Like they should at least let the night battle or night movements continue as during the day, so you could see the movements go down, and Sherman tells me move over here and stuff like that. That's one thing I would have liked, but um, I can't have it all. So whiskey. Okay. Okay, this is weird. So check this out. You can't if you hit the left arrow, you can't go back and change the front. You have to delete it all. That's another weird, I would say, con. Okay. So I've been playing for what? A little over an hour, somewhere around there. What are my initial takes as a DLC? $25 for this DLC. Like I said, I'm probably not going to make a first impression right now. Um, of it all because I only played the beginning. I do feel like there's so much more to explore in this DLC. Like, when I get become a division brigade commander, not even a division commander, brigade commander, division commander, corps commander, and an army commander and army and chief commander. So there's a lot to go. I'm not going to base my conclusion based off this, but first impressions for the first hour, I like it. I definitely need to play it more to get the full effect. I hope a lot of these reviews are not. No, that's wrong right there. Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is, you're never gonna have anything perfect. I can tell you, as a coder, somebody that works in IT, you're never gonna have anything that's bug free. It's just not possible. Every piece of code you put in there is gonna c- collide with a library or an API in a different library. So I do notice there's a lot less bugs now than there were before. Um, I do know that the strategic AI, tactical and strategic AI, are vastly upgraded. So I disagree with that one. Um, it's too brain dead. I can't make that decision yet. Would I made some different decisions as AI? Yeah, I do feel it is making some weird decisions. Yeah, I noticed like a lot of people are mentioning the bugs, but well, really? Can't just jump in and play. Yeah, you can. I mean, there are even historical scenarios that you could choose that are not that in depth. I don't know. It doesn't seem like there are a lot of reviews on it. It crashes so much. I don't get that. You probably want to check your graphics and CPU, get updated drivers. Remember, you always want to go with what everybody else is using. So, as much as I love AMD, they only contain like 20 or 30% of the market for gaming. And AMD graphics cards is like 15, 20%. So if you want a game that's doesn't crash, go with CPUs and GPUs that are the most highly utilized, like 3070, Intel i7, i5. Like I said, I love AMD. That's why I buy them because they're very pro open source, but they're not the majority, right, in terms of what's out there, in terms of gamers. And developers develop their games for what the majority have, you know. Let me see what else you guys. But yeah, clunky UI. That's completely wrong. It's not clunky. This UI is gorgeous. I wouldn't say it's plain broken. That's wrong. Uh, I wouldn't say it's broken. Like it's a challenge. Now my campaign game, I do notice the AI makes some really weird decisions here and there, but consider this. It's made by two guys, a couple of contractors that they contract out to. Two guys made a strategic and tactical game that's never been done before for Civil War. Considering that, I think they did a phenomenal job. And I think the game, based upon even a year or two down the road since early access, is way ahead. Um, It's way ahead. And I don't know. I honestly think that they need a lot of people that publish these reviews need to think one. Wow, he has 465 hours. Geez, that's a lot. Um, one, you got to think it's an indie group, right? So then they're not going to have the resources to completely wipe out all the bugs and make the AI like perfect. You're not going to get that with an indie studio. It's two guys, right? You can only code so much, Um, and they don't have the money as a full-fledged AAA EA game, EA game. And by the way, let's take this game and compare it to a publisher that has a good example is NFL 2K24, right? So far, NFL 2K sold $7 billion worth, right, for the franchise, all the games that they made, $7 billion, right? And that game, if you ever go into it, is so bug laden with bugs and bad animations, bad everything. Check out the Angry Joe show. His latest review is on that, and he goes into such depth. Now, this is a game that makes millions to billions of dollars, and it's full of bugs. They literally do little to nothing for the yearly releases of these games. In fact, they take away features and then implement it every other odd year or every even year. They take away features. So when I compare like this developer and this game compared to a AAA studio with all those resources, and this game has less bugs, has more scope, and a better AI than that, that says a lot. So I always bear that in mind when I make my reviews or I talk about the game because it's not just like, oh, it's not living up to my expectations of it's perfect. You can't. It's two guys, right? I'm sorry, but like you take the best coder in the world, you're not going to have a perfect game. And this is not like, a couple of historical battles like Ultimate General, Civil War, right? Where you just having a tactical battle and just like maybe a dozen of them, right? This is a strategic map from coast to all the way to, I don't know, where freaking mountains out west, right? All that. A military army system, a naval system, an economic system, a production system, diplomacy. There's a lot in this game. It has more than triple A games and it has less bugs, compared to Starfield, right? It has less bugs, has better AI than those games. And those games are made by hundreds of people. These are two guys. So like when people make these reviews, it's just like, come on, guys, you gotta like put this into your review. You can't just judge the game based upon these things. Like if I was making a review of like EA, right, NFL 2K, and I saw those bugs, I'm like, dang right, I'm gonna complain because no offense, you guys make billions off this game. You have hundreds of people. You should have 100 guys just bug testing the heck out of this. Guess who's bug testing this? The two developers and maybe some volunteers. So considering that and how the game is, this is in a really good spot. Yeah, see, even this guy notices. Yeah, I agree with that. Ooh, I do like this idea. Ooh, I like this. Developers, if you've seen this, please add this. Yeah, I agree. I like this guy. I don't know. I disagree with this, but in any case, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. But honestly, guys, like I said, two guys made this game, and the game is. I haven't noticed any bug. Well, there's a few bugs I've noticed in the Lemons DLC, but like I said, you're never gonna. Like I said, two developers. I'm expecting these bugs. It would be shocking if they didn't have the bugs. To be honest with you, with the amount of code enhancements that they're adding. Yeah, so I disagree with the 43%. Based upon what I played, it's going to be much higher than that. and as the game goes forward, and get more command and stuff like that, and see as the system unfolds. So yeah, I disagree with this, but then again, everybody gives DLCs a low rating anyway. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Catch you guys in the next one. And wow, it's really dark. All right, catch you guys in the next one. See you then.